I'm Paul Perkins with a check of your ag weather. Thunderstorms developing near an area of low pressure this afternoon continue to track to the southeast. Storms could be severe from this late afternoon through just after midnight with quarter-size hail and wind gusts up to 60. That higher chance of severe weather from west central to eastern Nebraska and over west and central Kansas, where there is a slight risk of level 2 of 5. Coverage of thunderstorms less widespread for late tomorrow through tomorrow night as the cold front tracks to the southeast. Most areas late tomorrow are in a marginal risk of severe storms, a level 1 of 5, while far southeast Nebraska and northeast Kansas are in the higher slight risk. Behind the cold front, highs drop to around 80 on Saturday. The weekend is mostly dry before occasional chances of late day and nighttime thunderstorms return Monday night through Wednesday. Highs peak out in the low to mid-90s on Monday, then gradually cool to the mid-70s to around 80 on Wednesday. Long-term forecast is looking cooler during what is typically our warmest days of the year. Nebraska and Kansas temperatures likely to be below normal Tuesday through July 23rd, especially in the middle of next week. There's a good chance of above normal rainfall for Nebraska and Kansas the middle of next week before it backs off to near normal rainfall next weekend through July 23rd. Regional drought monitor shows Nebraska increased 9 percentage points to 14% of the state that's drought-free. It's drought-free for areas near and north of the line from Loop City to Columbus and Blair, Perkins to Chase County, around Red Cloud, and north central Cherry County. For many locations of central and eastern Nebraska that are along and north of I-80, as well as the west central to the southwest corner, it's abnormally dry. Coverage of moderate to severe drought decreased 11 percentage points to 51% of Nebraska. Still includes locations south of I-80 in the south central and southeast, northern Custer County to the north central, and from Ogallala into the Panhandle. Kansas dropped a percentage point but is still 68% drought-free. A majority of drought-free areas are in the southern half of Kansas, while many northern areas are abnormally dry. Moderate to severe drought remains at 8% in Kansas and includes Oberlin to Hoxie and Phillipsburg, around Lincoln, and from Concordia to Marysville. Key weather factors affecting the markets include more timely rains east of the Rockies and pockets of dryness in the Pacific Northwest, Canadian prairies, Europe, the Black Sea region, and Australia. The next 5 days, cold fronts continue to interact with abundant moisture, leading to widespread rain and thunderstorms from the Rockies all the way to the Atlantic coast. Some of the highest rainfall, with totals of 1 to 4 inches, should occur along the Atlantic coast and from the central and southern plains into the upper Midwest. Rain bypasses only a few areas, including southern Texas. In the Pacific Northwest, hot and dry weather for the foreseeable future could have negative impacts for spring wheat just beginning to head. For the Canadian prairies, Manitoba and Saskatchewan continue to need more rain for wheat and canola in the reproductive stage. Western Europe's rainfall is limited, and increasing heat next week is expected to last the rest of the month. Southwest Russia, the Black Sea region, expects very little rain in the near future for corn and sunflowers as the heat builds. Australia's wheat areas expect a little rain the next few weeks, but more is going to be needed before wheat enters the reproductive stage. With your check of ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.